Hello and welcome to the 2024 WDF Lakeside World Championship draw. I've been joined in the WDF promotion studio by two icons from the Lakeside stage in Lorraine Winstanley and Daryl Fitton.
Hi.
Hello there, guys. How are we?
Good, thank you.
Thank you very much for joining us. Hope you're looking forward to drawing the balls out ready for the players. You're going to make enemies, you know that, before we even start. Don't care. Before we do start, you both had so many experiences on the Lakeside stage. Start with you, Lorraine. So debut, I've got written down 2011.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
And a finalist in 2019.
Yeah.
Go back to the debut. When you first qualified, before you get to the Lakeside, did you qualify through the ranking table or a qualify? How did you get there?
No, I qualified through the qualifiers.
Right.
And I actually got through on my birthday.
On your birthday as well? Wow,
yeah.
What a lovely story. What a story.
Yeah, it was
Remember who you played or?
No.
Oh, okay. All right. Not to worry. And how was the experience of then, obviously you get through, then you've got to wait for the draw, and then you've got to wait to get to Lakeside to play. How was that?
I was buzzing because I did my first, I only set my stall out to start the BDO tour as it was then.
Yeah.
At the beginning of 2010.
Okay, so you got there really quickly.
I did, yeah. Obviously not through the rankings, but it gave me that experience of playing all these players that were doing the tour.
Mm-hmm.
And I won my first tournament. It was the Scottish Open.
There you go. And I know Sweden Open's your favourite, right? Five times or 6 times? 5 times. Five times Swedish Open champion, yeah. And so 2019 final, Makuru.
Yeah.
Didn't quite go your way, but an experience. Is the final different to the other games, or is it? How's it sort of ranking?
Yeah, because you think I'm there.
Yeah.
I just one more.
Yeah.
Fatal mistake. No, to be fair, going into the final, if you look at the stats, Makuru and myself were playing pretty much on a level par. But she just taught me a lesson.
Yeah.
In that,
she did play well, didn't she?
In that final, she just took it up 2 levels.
Yep.
I think she actually averaged it on a level with the men's semi-finalists that year.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
she taught me a lesson.
Daryl, 2003 I've written down.
2003, yeah.
For your debut.
Yeah.
So, again, ask the same question. How did you feel how did you qualify first of all? On your birthday?
No, I qualified through the rankings, actually. I remember I played the British Open in Liverpool at the time.
Right.
And I had to win my game against Wayne Jones, and whoever won that game, the last 32, got 1 point, which was enough to get us to the Lakeside.
Wow.
And I remember I lost the first leg and then played really well the next 3. I remember shaking his hand with a smile on my face, walking off, and it was the biggest smile I think I've ever had.
Really?
Walking, I'm in the World Championships,
Fantastic.
Awesome.
Fantastic.
Great feeling. Yeah.
And 16 times there, 3 times semi-finalist.
Yeah. Yeah.
Once against Tony, of course.
Yes,
I know you've told me personally the hardest game you ever played at Lakeside, right?
Yeah, definitely. When you're playing your mate who you've been travelling around with all these years. In fact, it was Tony, going to watch Tony, that gave me the buzz to start playing on the BDO circuit. So.
And of course, so many of the 84 players that are going to take part at Lakeside this year will have their own stories around how they've got to Lakeside, and they're all eagerly awaiting the draw. So, winners. I'm hoping you guys have had a bit of a think around a men's winner, a women's winner, a boys' winner, a girls' winner. What do we think? Start with the men. Go on, Lorraine. Start with the men, Lorraine. Does that sound? Yeah, I'm allowed to say that.
I actually think the men's is so difficult to pick. It's absolutely wide open. Personally, I'm rooting for Paul Lim.
For Paul? Oh,
yeah,
lovely.
I think he's
lovely.
A legend, yeah.
Well, I can't deny that, can you? 70 years old, Paul Lim.
He is a legend, isn't he? Legend.
Daryl, what do you think in the men's game?
There's 2 that I'm going for, Carl Wilkinson and Jimmy Vansky.
Yeah.
I think they're both playing really good at the moment.
Yeah.
Carl's a bit of a dark horse, but Bradley Kirk, what a player he was. He's just come back on the scene after being around for a long time and back on. Great player.
Okay, well, we'll follow how those 2 get on the draw. Then the ladies, Lorraine?
I don't think you can look beyond Bo, can you really? She's playing superb and has been for the past couple of years. So
I think I've got a stat somewhere that says Bo has unbeaten in WDF ranking tournaments since March, if I'm not mistaken, this year. So just incredible, isn't
She's
it?
fantastic, isn't she?
yeah.
Darryl, you think the same, Bo? What about someone to challenge then? You know, if there's anyone else in the field that...
I'm going for Rhiannon
Yeah.
O'Sullivan.
Yeah.
I was going to go the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
She's been unlucky in a few times she's played Boa, but
Yeah.
she's probably been the closest. You can never write Lisa Ashton off, can you?
no, an unseeded Lisa Ashton as well, which is the one I think
Yeah.
the women
Nice
will be...
to see the
oh.
draw, who she gets, and
Yeah, exactly that. And Rhiannon is in the opposite half to Bo as well, so
number
that
2
might stand
seed,
her well. Yeah. Go on then to the boys and the girls. You two obviously have got, you know, feet in the camp with the boys and the girls, so to speak, with your roles. So where are we at with the boys and the girls then? You guys will know more about it than certainly I will.
well, for me, the girl Paige Pauline's probably the favourite. Sophie McKinley's also a great player, but I think Paige has got the upper hand. I think.
We should mention, of course, that Sophie's playing in both the girls and the women's tournament, which
she
was
is,
just incredible. The way she won through in Hungary at the World Masters
She had a
tournament. wasn't
really
it?
tough draw in the qualifiers as
Yeah,
well.
yeah. So fair play to her. Okay, girls, same as Darryl.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. And I think because Paige and Sophie have played each other a lot in a lot of finals, so they've got that rivalry. So
They're also great friends, aren't they?
Absolutely, yeah. So rather than pick a winner, that's the final I would like to see.
Cool.
But then you know, Aurora's defending champion, isn't she?
She is,
you know, she's had that experience of being on that stage.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
it'll be interesting to see how.
Hopefully, if she
defends
gets
the
to the
title.
final. Sorry, I interrupted you there. First, hopefully, she gets to the final this year. She can remember how many sets we play. I was the referee for that game last year. I remember I haven't won it yet, and I thought, oh my God, have I made a mistake? But fortunately, it wasn't me, dare I say. Boys,
Difficult. I've got 3 Mission players attending this year. I think Lex Peishaus is playing so good.
unbelievable.
Archie
Masters.
self, you cannot write Archie off, but look how good Jensen Walker is.
Yeah.
It's very tough. To me, I stick my neck out. If he hits the ground running, I think Archie self is probably my favourite player.
Local lad as well. He lives very close to the
that's
Lakeside.
right,
Yeah. So, and same for you, Lorraine.
Thatcham is from, is it?
Thatcham, Newbury,
yeah.
Basingstoke, that sort of area.
Yeah.
Jensen's dominated the boys
Yeah.
WDF this year.
Yeah.
He's
also done well in the
he's
men's-
oldest out of the group
Yes,
as well,
he is,
isn't he?
yeah.
So he's probably got that little bit more experience.
Yeah, the others are like 14, aren't they?
Well,
Yeah,
Lex is
they are.
13,
For
I think.
17,
13.
yeah.
I'm just looking over at my friend Andrew over there. He's
Yeah.
nodding away, saying,
Yeah.
"Yeah, you've got that right, Nick. He's
Yeah.
13 years old. 13.
Some of them
I
are
know,
Crazy,
it's
isn't it?
frightening.
awesome, yeah.
Crazy. Okay, right. We'll have a look at how those guys, if I can remember any of them, or you can, how they get on with the draw. We're going to start by making the draw for the men's tournament. Lorraine is going to choose. Not choose. Please don't choose them. She's going to draw the numbers between 17 and 32. Darryl is going to draw the numbers between 33 and 48. Those players will then go up against the seed. So I'll name the seed, you draw the number, and let's see how we go. Okay, so to start the men's draw, we're going to do it in bracket order as well, by the way. So we start, as you should, with the number 1 seed, who for the first time since Tony David is an Australian. It's Danny Porter, the Demolisher, won 5 WDF ranking tournaments in 2024, and he will play either
Number 22.
number 22, which is Francoise Schwein, who interesting nickname Francois has got. He's the Clock. I'm not quite sure where that came from, but anyway, sorry. Go on, Darryl, where are we at?
Number 37.
Or number 37, which is another Australian, actually. It's Michael Kazar. So could be an all-Australian affair there. On to seed number 16, which is Martin Turner. The Mutts Nuts made his England debut earlier this year, and he will play.
Number 30.
Number 30, which is Brian Roman. He was the world number 1 a few years ago. Come back into the WDF scene this year and has qualified. So, Brian Orr.
Number 40.
Number 40, which is Corne Groneveld. I had to give the grrr because it's a Dutch.
That's right.
Grrr one. Thank you very much. Won the Antwerp Open. He actually qualified through the World Championship qualifiers. Okay, number 8 seed Benjamin Pratnemar, the star from Slovenia.
Number 17.
will play either number 17, which is Carl Wilkinson, your pick there, Daryl. Debutant, but, you know, winning at the British Open is no mean feat. Or
Number 45.
Number 45, which is Jacob Taylor. Jacob is from Canada, but he won the Las Vegas Open, so he qualified through winning a gold tournament. On to the number 9 seed now, and Thomas Junghans, TJ from Switzerland. Number
29.
29 is James Beaton. Beats has just got into the draw just over the weekend, so yeah, good luck to James. He's been itching to get there, and finally he's there. Well done, James. Or
Number 43.
43, Bradley Kirk. Interesting nickname for Bradley, the Piranha. Again, not sure where that came from. Well, I'm sure we'll find out when we get to Lakeside. Number 4 seed is Brandon Weaning, the Python from Australia.
Number 27.
We'll play number 27, which is Jordan Brooks, the Sheriff from England. Or
Number 47.
number 47 is Yon Matsuda from Japan. Okay, on to number 13 seed, Edwin Torbjörnsson from Sweden.
Number 25.
Number 25 is Mark Borelli, making his 7th Lakeside appearance. Or
Number 44.
number 44 is Shane McGurk, who won the Irish Open at the back end of 2023 to qualify this year. Number 5 seed, Peter Machin, 3rd of our Australian players that's in the top 5 seeds, believe it or not. And he will play
Number 28.
number 28, which is Mike Gillett, the Welshman, returning after his debut last year. Or
Number 41.
number 41, which is Kai Smith. This is one of the interesting nicknames. Kai has told me that his nickname is the Mongrel. We'll leave it there. At number 12 seed, Cliff Pryor, winner of the Welsh Classic in 2024.
Number 26.
We'll play number 26, which is, he looks for his number, is Scott Walters. 2 of them travel together, so that will be interesting if they get there. Scott, or number
42.
42, which is Craig Brown. He's making his debut. He's the only Kiwi in the men's draw this year. Okay, moving to the bottom half of the draw now, and your pick here, Daryl. Number 2 seed, Jimmy Van Schie, will play
Number 21.
either number 21, the Hungarian, the Patrick Kovac, made his debut last year as well.
Number 35.
Or number 35, Bjorn Lejeune, the Lion King from Sweden, who makes his debut at Lakeside this year. One of 21 men's debutants this year. Okay, number 15 seed, Ryan Hogarth, the Headhunter.
Number 20.
Play number 20 is either Matthew Edgar, prime time, making his Lakeside debut, or
Number 38.
number 38, Jarno Bottenberg. He had that fabulous, if I remember rightly, 1-3-1 finish to win the Dutch Open. I think he went 51 tops. So again, I'm looking at, so that was right.
Good player.
That's a
Very good player.
So yeah. Oh, me again, isn't it? Sorry. Number 70, Kai van Leung.
Number 18.
We'll play number 18, Moreno Bloom. 4 ranking titles to his name, making his return from last year.
Number 46.
Or number 46, the legend that is Paul Lim.
Wow.
The Singapore slinger, the only man to hit a 9-darter, of course, in the Lakeside World Championships. And number 10, see Gary Stone.
Number 23.
He will play the strongman Dennis Nilsson from Sweden. Interesting, actually. I just want Dennis Nilsson. Have you ever shaken his hands? You've got a handshake, Daryl. I know that. Mm-hmm. Dennis has got a better one, hasn't he?
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. He is the strongman, so I guess that's why. Oh, sorry, number
36.
36, which is Howard Jones. He won the South Australian Classic to book his spot at Lakeside this year.
Stop. Not singing anymore.
No, not singing anymore. I nearly said that. But Neil Duff, 2022 World Champion, is the number 3 seed, and he will play
Number 19.
either number 19, England's DJ, Darren Johnson, coming back for a second time to Lakeside, or
Number 39.
number 39, Rhys Coley, Of course, Chaos. He pinned the 170 finish to win the gold-ranked World Open to secure his place in this year's championships. Number 14 seed, the Daddy, Barry Copeland from Northern Ireland.
Number 32.
We'll play either number 32, Aaron Turner, Boys World Master from way back yonder. He won't want me to mention it, so I won't. So Aaron, or
Number 48.
number 48, the American Jeff Springer. Jeff Springer the Stinger. There we go. 2 more to go, I think. Liam Mendel Lawrence, number 6 seed at 20. He's the youngest in the men's competition this year. And he will play either
Number 31.
number 31, Sybren Gibels, debutant from Belgium. Apparently started playing darts when he was 2.
Number 34.
Or number 34, which is the American Kevin Luke, who returns for a second appearance at Lakeside and made his debut in 2022. And our final seed is number 11, Jason Brandon, the 1-seeded American in the men's draw. I've got 2 numbers. I'm hoping you're going to say 24.
24.
That's good. The teacher, Romania's Laszlo Kadar, or...
Number 33.
Perfect. Hans Schneer of Austria. So that completes the draw for the WDF Men's World Championships at Lakeside this year. We will now move on to the ladies' tournament. Okay, now we move on to the women's draw for the 2024 WDF Lakeside World Championships. This time we have 8 seeds, which I will call out, and then Lorraine, you have numbers 9 to 16, and Daryl has 17 to 24. At least that's what we're hoping for, anyway. Right, where else to start but the 2-time world champion, Bo Greaves. So Bo will play either
Number 9.
number 9, which is Amanda Locke. Amanda making her Lakeside debut. She was actually born in England but represents Australia, having won the South Australian Classic. Or
Number 23.
number 23 is Kelsey Vienekainen, who won through 6-5 in the qualifier against Germany's Steffi Luck. Number 8 seed is the rascal Desi Mercer from New Zealand. First of 4 New Zealand ladies in the draw.
Number 15.
Number 15 is the Phoenix Anke Zylstra from the Netherlands.
Or number 17.
Or number 17, which is Jitka Cicerova, the first Czech woman to play at Lakeside, and just the second Czech player in... Oh, Karol Sedlacek was the other one. Number 4 seed, Dieter Hedman. 12 Lakeside appearances, 3 times a finalist.
Number 14.
Number 14 is Kirsty Hutchinson, finalist in 2022. Or
21.
number 21, which is Veronika Ihash from Hungary, who still holds that highest ever outshot, 164, against Bo a couple of years ago. Number 5 seed, New Zealand's Nicole Reino.
Number 11.
Will play either number 11, which, oh my goodness, she'll be well placed, Wendy Harper, also from New Zealand, or
Number 18.
number 18, it's Greta Tekau of Hungary, who will make her Lakeside debut. I don't think Nicole or Wendy will thank you, either of you, for that.
We're not
Nothing to do with
making
me,
friends,
ladies,
are we?
okay? Number 2 seed in the bottom half, then, Aileen de Graaf
Number 10.
will play either number 10, which is Scotland's Lorraine Hyde, or
Number 24.
number 24, Japan's 6-time Japanese Open champion Mayumi Uchi. Number 7, Irina Armstrong will play
Number 13.
either the Lancashire Rose Lisa Ashton, or
Number 19.
which is Sophie McKinley, our youngest player at the age of 18 in the ladies' draw. Rhiannon O'Sullivan, the number 3 seed,
Number 16.
will play either Lorena Rietbergen, winner of 2 gold medals with Team Netherlands at the Europe Cup this year, or
Number 20.
number 20, Sweden's Maud Janssen, who won her first ranking title 22 years ago and is now making her debut at Lakeside.
Oh.
And finally, number 6 is Aletta Vaya from the Netherlands. And again, I'm praying now that we have number 12,
Number 12.
which is Paula Murphy Smooth, as she is nicknamed, has 40 WDF ranking titles to her name.
Wow.
Or number
22.
Number 22, which is our fourth New Zealand player, Mary Ann Tainake. And she is making her Lakeside debut, having won the New Zealand Open in 2023. And that completes our ladies' draw. So we will then move on to the youth draws. We now move on to the boys' draw for the World Championship. Of course, we've moved up to 8 boys in this year's tournament. 4 of those players are seeded and 4 are unseeded. And sharing is caring, as they say. So Lorraine and Daryl are going to draw alternately for the boys' draw. We'll start with finding out who the opponent is for our number 1 seed, which is Jensen Walker, the 18-year-old interceptor. So who's going first? Okay. Ladies first. And Jensen will play.
Number 5.
Will play against the 16-year-old Mason Tees. He recently won the WDF World Open and reached the World Masters final, of course. Next in the bracket is the number 4 seed, Balázs Shotak from Hungary, 14-year-old. Daryl?
Number 7.
And he will play the German Florian Pries, the 17-year-old who was a World Masters semi-finalist. Number 2 seed from the Netherlands, 15-year-old Kenji Steinbach, will play...
Number 8.
England's 14-year-old archer, Archie Self, which leaves us with the 17-year-old Latvian Raus Lomanis, and he should be playing, I'm hoping, number 6.
Number 6.
It is number 6, which is Lex Paushaus, the youngest player in the draw at 13 years old. He is, of course, the boys' world master, having played that fantastic game just a few weeks ago in Hungary. And that completes the draw for the boys' World Championships. And finally, we move to the girls' draw for the WDF Lakeside World Championships for 2024. 2 seeds this time, so 2 balls in the bag. Who's going first this time?
Yep.
So Daryl's going to draw the opponent for our number 1 seed, Paige Pauling. She's not only has she won 30 youth titles, she's actually also won 2 women's ranking titles, which is just an unbelievable feat, isn't it? So Paige will play
Number 4.
Number 4, which is the Belgian Gentle Fransen, 15-year-old Antwerp Open champion, which means that Sophie McKinley, our number 2 seed, who is also the holder of 17 youth titles, by the way, should be playing number 3.
Number 3.
Number 3, which is Aurora Fujisato, the 2023 Girls World Champion, and the only youth player that returns to Lakeside this year, which is sort of obvious because they all go past 18. But there we go. That completes our draw for the 2024 World Championships. We look forward to seeing all of the players at Lakeside. But before we do that, we'll just have a bit of a review of who the guys picked and how their draw looks. Okay, so let's have a look at a few of the games with the players that you guys picked out before we did the draw. See whether you're going to change your mind or with your... No, we'll stick with where we're going. Lorraine, you went with Paul Lim.
Okay.
Paul has drawn Moreno Bloom. Interestingly, though, he put Paul Moreno, and the winner plays Kai Fan Leung. So the possibility, no disrespect to Moreno, of course, of Paul Lim and Kai Fan Leung.
Makes it all very interesting.
It does, yeah. So, look, we don't know what Paul Lim's, how he's playing at the moment. You guys may know, I haven't really seen too much of how he's playing recently, but judging on how we see him playing on TV a couple of years ago, he's still got it, hasn't he?
He's still got it, yeah, and he plays regular as well, still playing, so...
Yeah.
70, is he?
70, yeah.
Wow.
70 years old. Yeah. Crazy.
Unbelievable.
Okay.
Still be playing at 70.
No.
Daz, you made 3 picks. I think you're sort of spreading your bets a little bit.
Yeah, well,
but,
that's the best way to do it.
True. You started off with Carl Wilkinson.
Yeah, Carl Wilkinson.
Plays Jacob Taylor of Canada, who won the Vegas Open, for the right to play Benjamin Pratnamar.
Yeah. I don't know anything about Benjamin. I've seen his name touted around, but I've never seen him play. I think, Carl, he's played for Yorkshire County, and everyone up there is a good player.
Yeah, very true.
And he's travelling, he's playing so well, and he's so underrated as well. And I'm sure that he's got a really strong chance to win.
Yeah. Okay. And then Jimmy Van Ski, something I didn't tell you guys earlier. So Jimmy gave us his nickname to put into the program. We sort of collect the data and put it into the program. And Jimmy's nickname is the Dutch Sequoia, which I thought was absolutely brilliant. Absolutely superb. I must admit, I was falling about laughing when I heard that. So Jimmy has drawn either Patrick Kovac or Bjorn Lejeune of Sweden. So
Jimmy's playing Super Darts, and obviously just come off that last weekend. He was playing in the PDC Pro Tour. He's playing some great games. Really good. I've known Jimmy since he was about 14, 15.
Feet tall, you mean, don't
No,
you?
yeah. When he was about, I think he was about 5'6" when I first met him.
When he was 3.
When he, very tall.
Yeah, tall lad. Great guy as well.
Great guy.
And then your other pick.
Wild card, a bit of a
Your
wild
wild
card, yeah.
Bradley Kirk.
It's nice to see Bradley back playing. About 10, 15 years ago, he had a great potential. And then he just stopped playing. And now he's back. It's great to see him back. It's a good story, really. And great to see him back playing, and a very, very good player.
James Beaton he's got for the right to play Thomas Younghands.
Yeah. I think James is obviously over the moon by getting in this week. Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
He hasn't stopped texting people, I don't think, has he?
No, he's not stopped being off the phone to me. So.
It's great. I'm happy for him. He's a good kid.
Yeah, good.
I'm really pleased.
Then in the ladies' tournament, you both said Bo, Amanda or Kirsty?
Two totally different styles. When you look at Bo against Kirsty, don't know much about Amanda. As in, her throw style.
Speed of throw, yeah.
But they have got the experience of playing each other before, so they both know what to expect in that respect. So,
I mean, Amanda's won the South Australian gold ranking tournament the 2 years on the trot, 23 and 24. So we can't, she's not to be written off in any way, shape, or form. So. Kirsty, they'll both be thinking, oh no, not Bo, but they need to deal with each other first, don't they?
Kirsty played the Lakeside before?
No, it's her debut.
That's a bit of a shock.
Yeah.
She's always been a good player. She's played for Finland for, a long time, 20, probably 15 years or something. Yeah. And obviously got all that experience there. She's a very good player as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very deliberate.
Very calm and composed as a person as well.
The Scandinavians are really, aren't they, when they're playing?
Never looks
they're totally
flustered.
different.
Yeah. There we go. Never looks flustered. That can be our new nickname. Because I don't think he's got one. So then in the boys, Jensen Walker and Mason Tees. I think they would have wanted to keep apart from each other. It was my gut feel. I don't know about you guys.
Jensen's obviously the oldest one, and he's got the most experience. He's been playing great. Mason is a very consistent player as well. So I think there's really good 8 players there.
Yeah, I agree.
Anyone coming in, you're looking at Jensen being the favourite because of his age, I think. But
they've had some really good battles though just recently between themselves.
Mason's got nothing to lose, has he?
No.
He's not the favourite, so
yeah, very true. And Archie Self through Kenji from the Netherlands.
Yeah, I know Kenji quite well. Another good player.
Yeah.
Archie's when he's on form, he's a great player, and he was in Mission not so long ago doing the 45-second challenge, and he smashed Josh Rock, smashed Wessel Nyman, smashed Thomas Banks. Unbelievable.
Yeah, left-handed as well.
Left-handed and
very good.
Very good, yeah.
And then the girls draw Paige and Gentile and Sophie and Aurora. Paige and Sophie couldn't draw each other. They were the number 1 and 2 seeds. So I'm happy with this, or what do we think? Aurora's got the experience on the stage, which is... Does that count?
And Sophie will have been up there before.
Good point, yes.
Because she's playing in the ladies.
Yes, that's a
So
really
although
good
it's her debut, she will have been on that stage. She will know exactly what to expect. Whereas the others going into this, their first game, they haven't. So that could be a real advantage to Sophie.
Yeah, great shout.
The experience helps. Look at Luke Little last year. Luke played the youth first. Almost lost that, and then went on to almost win the final.
Yeah.
So he had that experience of playing his first round game was against a youth player.
It's a good point you made. I remember talking to Bo actually a couple of years ago when she won her first World Championships, and the first round, was it Veronica that she played in the first round in 22, and it was is she going to win this? And then it was right, I've done it now, and now I know what it's about. To your absolute point. So Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That concludes the draw for the WDF Lakeside World Championships for 2024. Next thing on the agenda is to sort out the schedule, who plays on what day. And you can watch all the action on the Great Game YouTube channel. And, of course, you'll be able to watch the semi-finals and the final on Blade.